Welcome in to the USL PRO Weekend Review. My name's Nicholas Murray, very pleased to be joined by David Wagner as we take a look back at three key talking points from the past weekend of action, starting off with the Charleston Battery, who became the fifth team to clinch a place in the USL PRO playoffs as Dane Kelly led his side to a 4-0 victory against the Pittsburgh Riverhounds on Saturday night. Now, the good win was a good bounce back for the Battery after their defeat in midweek in Sacramento, and Kelly was outstanding, reaching double-digit goals for a second consecutive season. What impressed you most about his performance at Blackboard Stadium?
I think for me it's the fact that Kelly's really turned it on late in the season here, as has this whole entire Charleston team. He's come out, he's been dynamic, he's pacey, he runs at people, and he finishes. He scored some really good goals too. That's been the most impressive part of the goals that he scored as well. So they want to take that momentum and carry it over to the postseason, and hopefully Kelly can as well.
Certainly will. Well, the team that is hoping to join the Battery in the postseason is the Rochester Rhinos, and they took a big victory on Saturday as they won for the first time in the USL Pro era on City Island, defeating Harrisburg 4-1. The win moved the Rhinos within a point of clinching a place in the playoffs. They got a big game against Wilmington on Sunday, but it definitely feels as though it's been a very good turnaround season. What impressed you most about their win in Harrisburg?
I think the fact that Rochester finally turned on their offense in this game. We've talked about it week after week. What's the key for Rochester? What's going to be big in this matchup? And it's going to be their offense showing up, and it did this weekend. Suddenly getting the goal, J.C. Banks scoring again. Impressive outing by the Rhinos, and to go on the road and do it in a place where they haven't had a lot of success has been really impressive. So that's a good mark. Hopefully headed to the postseason, all they need is 1 point like you talked about. I think they can get the job done this weekend.
What certainly really impressed me was how quickly they came out. Very fast starts to both the first and second half. Definitely impressive. If they can do that in the playoffs, they might be able to jump up and surprise someone. Now, as for Wilmington, they put themselves in a very good position to clinch a playoff place after a 0-0 draw against Sacramento Republic FC on Saturday night. They just need 3 points from their last 3 games. They could clinch it with a win in any of those last 3, including a visit to Dayton on Friday. But what they've done recently, they've beaten Orlando City, they've drawn with Sacramento, the top 2 teams in the league. This might be the team that the teams in the top 4 who are hosting in the first round of the playoffs might want to avoid. What have you seen out of the Hammerheads lately?
Yeah, I feel like they've really come together. They've been playing better as a team. They move in groups, they defend well, they pressure the ball really well. There isn't just one player on that Wilmington Hammerheads team that you point to that's the guy. They've just played together solid, everyone's stepped up. And so if they can continue that momentum, which I think they can this week, they do have 3 games and they just need 3 points. If they can continue that, they might find themselves back in the playoffs this year.
Well, they certainly could, and they've got a fascinating game on Wednesday night as Orlando City visits Legion Stadium. You can join us for that game at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube. Join us for all of the midweek action as Sacramento Republic hosts Oklahoma City FC on Thursday night, and then join us again on Friday as we take a look ahead to all of this weekend's action. You can also follow us on Twitter at USL Pro, and make sure you like our Facebook, Google+, and Instagram accounts. Until Friday though, for David, my name's Nicholas. Thanks for joining us.